Welcome to TV station of 易经风水 Weixin TV. We are serving you the most professional and informative news of Weixin Shengjiao. Every Monday at 11:30 p.m. current local time in Taiwan, Weixin English News will be broadcasted. Today is November 21st, 2016. This is Fiona serving you the news of new religion of the world, Taiwan Weixin Shengjiao of this week. First, we are serving you today's Weixin Shengjiao feature story.
Hello everyone, Aμή陀佛. This is Tammy. Today, we are serving you the feature story about Grandmaster Yuan Canshi. In the next 5 minutes, you will find out his early life, how he became the master of I Ching of modern era, and the reasons why he established Weixin Shengjiao. Grandmaster Yuan Canshi, originally named Zhang Yiyue, was born in Nantou County, Taiwan in 1944. His ancestral hometown is Fujian. He grew up poor and worked with his family to plow fields and farming. He treated heaven, earth, and nature as his teacher, birds, animals, fish, insects as his friends. His temperament was honest and kind. Grandmaster Yuan Canshi attended school when he was 9. He had showed his talent for arts and literature, calligraphy, painting, and music. Especially, he had skills in arts and crafts. During his youth, Grandmaster Yuan Canshi got good achievement and graduated from Guanghuo Senior Industrial Vocational High School in Taichung with a degree in engineering management. At age 25, he established the first company in land surveying and measurement in Taiwan and named it Zhongxing Measuring Limited. With the advanced equipment and with integrity and responsible attitude, he had an outstanding performance in the field and managed the government urban planning and major construction projects. He received favorable feedbacks. Because of his job requiring him to get close to the mountains, lands, and geography, gradually he became interested in feng shui studies. After studied and researched for many years, he decided to learn and became a disciple of the Mr. Li Shuyu, who was inherited the knowledge of Sanyuan Jindan Dharma from Sichuan province, and Mr. Qiu Zitang, who was the master of feng shui in Taiwan, and Mr. Cai De, who was the master of I Ching. Since then, he concentrated and studied hard for 8 years, and he finally completely understood the essence of those extremely difficult and complex ancient I Ching textbooks. In 1982, when Grandmaster Yuan Canshi was 39 years old, his business was at the top of his career and had a lovely family. However, an unexpected acute kidney failure almost took away his life. At that time, he was very disappointed when he noticed that there is no medical treatment can cure his serious illness. One of his friends suggested him to seek religious consolation. Luckily, with the help from the merciful Grandmaster of Taiwan ancestor, he endured the painfulness and practiced self-cultivation wholeheartedly. After reciting the Buddha's name for a while, his heart seems to be touched, and he vowed in front of the Buddha that if he could recover from his illness, he would devote the rest of his life to promote world peace and to help the sentient beings to seek peace with heart calmness and happiness. After he made such a great vow, he felt like the stone dropped into the ground, and his heart was bright and illuminated. Later on, during the process of self-cultivation, the Holy Spirit of Gui Guzi and Grandmaster Yuan Canshi are in one. Very soon, his kidney illness was miraculously recovered without using any medicine. Such an unexplainable miracle became a turning point of his life. After years of being Chairman Zhang, that was fame and fortune, but he kept his promise and gave up his successful measurement business and started to practice religion to benefit human and heaven by using Yi Jing. People respectfully called him Teacher Zhang, and he became nowadays Grand Messenger Chan Shi. Next week, we will continue to serve you more feature story about Grand Messenger Chan Shi, why he established Weixin Shengjiao. See you next week.
Take a break. We will come back soon. For annual important rituals, Weixin Shengjiao held a ritual for Bingsheng Nian 2016 to celebrate Amitabha Buddha's birthday, and the 12th Altar of United Worship Ancestors has officially launched. This is an important routine ritual for Weixin Shengjiao. From November 17th to December 15th, the ritual will continue for 29 days. After the ritual is done, the ancestor veneration ritual will be held on January 1st, 2017. The ritual will offer magnificent feast with Dharma to venerate the holy spirits of our ancestors from the 10 Dharma directions and the spirits from the 3 realms. We aspire peace and harmony for the 2 worlds.
On November 17th, Weixin Shengjiao held a ritual for Bingsheng Nian 2016 to celebrate Amitabha Buddha's birthday and the 12th Altar of United Worship Ancestors at 10,000 Buddha Zen Hall of Sanford Temple headquarters. On November 8th, the ritual began to raise the banner to summon Chinese nationality 15,615 short names ancestors, 917 Chinese emperors, Qin dynasty. Xu Fu landed Japan with his 500 virgin boys and virgin girls spirits. The first Japanese emperor Xu Fu and 124 Japanese emperors and their family spirits. The descendants of Chuyo that migrated to Korea, 202 Korean emperors and their family spirits. The race of 3,762 wars in China, and the race of 816 wars of the world. The spirits of the insects and worms for the world's 195 countries. And 10 directions and 3 realms spirits come to the ritual and to accept worship and Dharma offerings. Each branch temple also brought their temple's flags, treasure things, and 9 dragon staffs returned to the headquarters, and also brought their region's spirits to come to the ritual and listen to Dharma preaching and accept offerings. Grand Messenger Chan Shi at the beginning of the ritual instructed the special meanings of the ritual.
咱来到世间短短几十年，继续的缘分是累积着生生世世的好缘，拢毋是归结恶缘坏。因为咱无了解宗教的最高心灵境界，所以才有3762次的战争，917位天主帝王，地地了地冤冤相报，未了。 无时了，才有分散出甲韩国202位天主帝王，甲列祖列宗主管人。日本东映日本持福时代带500东南东里到日本去还原的日本以来持福以来124位天皇。 主管人甲列祖列宗主圣灵，所以在民国93年的时，天运第8运，王禅老祖开始，为了圆满的中华民族5000年来列祖列宗爱冤释结，会当。 以深度的关怀，咱列祖列宗，尤其三祖、黄帝祖、炎帝祖、秋帝祖的三祖的战争，成者为王，败者为寇，为贼，互历史记甲无一个对，批评甲无一个对，这是。 牛市的中华民族才行行顺顺，所以造成的因缘遮尔深遮尔济。那王禅老祖师尊大慈大悲道家之王，空界道家之王，一面传法，一面传道，一面以宗教的法义修行来关怀着诸圣灵，安魂立魄。要安魂立魄，一定要有一个净土好去，就是西方叫世界和净土。迄个阿弥陀佛的大愿力，甲王禅老祖无量劫前已经都有约，有约咧。甲即摆这时阵，这个时代，当下21世纪，因缘成熟，才会成就。世界新兴宗教唯心圣教，以中华文化道统的心法，加强宗教的心法，对根溯源万灵归心。所以在2004年举办着第一场中华民族联合制作大典。联合制作大典的过程。咱就调请到15615世的主管灵，列祖的宗主圣灵，来到咱的南校大体育馆制作大典的会场，纳受到咱的供养，歌舞升华，手牵手，心连心，共创世界真和平。原来我想一段就好天意开始一定要到12数才会圆满。
The ritual is from November 17th to December 15th. All the spirit tablets are located at the altar of 10,000 Buddha Zen Hall and wait for the 12th altar of Chinese Nationality United Worship Ancestor ceremony on January 1st, 2017. We will invite the spirits to the ceremony and accept offerings. Weixin News. Sent for temple headquarters.
Take a break. We will come back soon. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi has followed the instruction of Wang Chan Laozu, leading Weixin virtuous fellows to trace back their origin, put filial piety into practice, and promoted the Chinese culture of the three Chinese ancestors, Yan Emperor, Yellow Emperor, and Shiyou Emperor. To redress the grievance of Shiyou, every year Weixin Shengjiao holds rituals on the birthday of our ancestor Emperor Shiyou to respect and venerate his holy spirit. Weixin Shengjiao expresses the gratitude and filial piety of the Chinese people with the magnificent feast with Dhamma. Let's take a look at the branch temples holding birthday celebration ritual for our ancestor Emperor Shiyou.
Lunar calendar October 15th was Zhouli Shiyou Emperor's ancestor's birthday. Weixin Shengjiao branch temples held rituals and prepared incense, flowers, fruits, and delicacies to celebrate his birthday. Zhouli Shiyou Emperor was one of three great Chinese ancestors. The others were the Yan and Yellow Emperor. In the Battle of Zhuolu, Zhouli Shiyou Emperor was defeated and slain by Yellow and Yan Emperor. After that, in ancient Chinese historical record, they honored Yellow Emperor as an orthodoxy and demonized Zhouli Shiyou Emperor. Such unjust treatment prolonged Shiyou's grievance for 5,000 years and inflicted non-stop wars in China. In 2017, January 1st, Weixin Shengjiao will hold the 12th Unified Ancestors Worship Ceremony for Chinese people. Before the first ceremony took place in 2004 till 2016, Weixin Shengjiao held 11-year ceremonies to rehabilitate injustice treatment of Shiyou Emperor. For each ceremony, Weixin Shengjiao follow the orders of heaven and devote our efforts for eternal world peace. For past 10 years, Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi, under the instruction of Wang Chan Laozu, launched countless rituals to smooth out 5,000 years of injustice and sincerely wished to bring a reconciliation between Zhiyou Emperor and all Chinese people. We feel that through our worship year by year, people started to change their attitudes to Zhiyou Emperor and accepted Zhiyou was one of 3 great Chinese ancestors. Please feel free to contact Weixin Shengjiao branch temples. We sincerely invite you and your family, friends, join 12th Unified Ancestors Worship Ceremony in 2017's January 1st. We sincerely wish to receive and spread filial feelings among contemporary Chinese people and prepare 5,000 years of peace and harmonious development. Weixin News.
Weixin Shengjiao Zhonggang Branch Temple is located at Longjing District of Taichung City. On November 7th, Abbot Master Yuan Ran was invited by Gratitude Institute of Religious Studies of Nanhua University to deliver a talk on Yijing Feng Shui and date selection. Take a look.
Master Yuan was invited by Associate Professor Li Zhiying of Graduate Institute of Religious Studies of Nanhua University to deliver a talk on Yijing date selection at the institute. Master Yuan introduced to the scholars and experts the wishes of Weixin Shengjiao are building a mundane Pure Land on the basis of Yijing Feng Shui education and furthermore promoting world peace. He also briefly introduced the history of Zhonggang Branch Temple and the wonderful causes that had given rise to the special ritual of transcending the spirits of the insects worldwide held at the Branch Temple. Next, Master Yuan used astrology and the philosophy of yin-yang to explain the scientific evidence of date selection. Time, space, and constellations are factors that influence the minds of people and cause people to make decisions ending up with either good or bad consequences. Therefore, date selection is not simply superstition. People often misunderstand it as a superstitious practice because of misunderstanding. Master Yuan told the scholars and experts in what ways that the solar term and lunar calendar are deeply connected to the life of Chinese people, and how our cosmology, interpersonal relations, and body thinking are generated from those factors step by step. He also delivered the connections among 八字, date selection, direction, feng shui, and real-life activities such as weddings, funerals, celebrations, food, clothing, occupations, etc., and the importance of maintaining equilibrium and coordination of the 5 movements and yin-yang. The talk ended with satisfactory applause from the audience and successfully triggered people's curiosity to the main concerns and philosophy of new religion of the world, Taiwan Weixin Shengjiao. Weixin News, Taichung.
Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi dedicates himself to preaching the Dharma every second and occupied himself with Dharma affairs of Weixin Shengjiao. Today, we are showing you footage of the small talk featuring Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi and virtuous fellows from Yuanli Branch Temple held.
On November 11, Weixin Shengjiao Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi actively made an inspection tour in Miaoli Yuanli Branch Temple and communicated with virtuous fellows. Grandmaster also paid a visit to each branch temples to inspect drama affairs progress and actively to propagate the drama of Yijing and Feng Shui. Although he was under the weather during the visit time, a virtuous fellow who built the factory brought a large number of blueprints to consult Grandmaster. Grandmaster offered suggestions based on the principle of Yijing Feng Shui, hope its factory construction goes well and benefits all sentient beings. Grandmaster then paid a visit to a new local temple in Miaoli Yuanli. During his visit, he congratulated the temple owner for their construction works were complete and gave further advice on decoration of temple. The temple owner was incredibly grateful to Grandmaster for all his suggestions. Weixin News, Miaoli.
Master Yuan Meng of Weixin Shengjiao Chanting College continues to give Buddhist chant lessons at branch temples. Let's take a look at the class at Yilan Branch Temple.
Master Yuan Meng of Weixin Shengjiao Chanting College gave lessons in Yilan Branch Temple. November 7th, Master Yuan Meng of Weixin Shengjiao Chanting College led chanters to Yilan Branch Temple and gave lessons. They also taught how to use instruments along with sutra chanting. The purpose of chanting sutra is to deliver the spirit of religious practice to virtuous fellow of Weixin Shengjiao, implement Yi Jing Feng Shui from theory to practice, accomplish safe and ordinary life through Yi Jing Feng Shui, and enrich our soul and enlighten ancestors. Masters and chanters from Weixin Shengjiao Chanting College give lessons consistently all over Taiwan and spread the practice to each and every virtuous fellow of Weixin Shengjiao. Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi instructed that the most important thing to learn sutra chanting is to demonstrate saintly Dharma to the public and let chanted essence of sutra and aphorism of Dharma can be delivered to the soul of the Dharma world from our mind and heart. In addition, the sentient beings in the Dharma realm can be released by chanter's body, mouth, and mind. People who is learning chanting sutra should be aware of how highly significance of their body, mouth, and mind. They should behave from their deeply heart as always, and their hearts stand for mercy. Chanted sutra transmits words and then benefit the heaven and the people through chanter's hands and mouth. Therefore, the first thing before learning chanting is to restrain one's mouth, to cultivate one's moral character, and to comfort one's spirit. We all hope virtuous fellow who learn chanting sutra can advocate efforts wholeheartedly to fulfill Grandmaster Hunyuan Chanshi's expectation. Weixin News, Yilan.
Thank you for joining us today on Weixin English News. Every Monday at 11:30 p.m. and every Tuesday at 11:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. of Taiwan local time, we will be serving you the most detailed news of Weixin Shengjiao. Wang Chan Lao Zu bless you and your family. See you next time.